Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. That was a weird one. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the movie dive. Today we are diving into Dream Scenario. Dream Scenario is Nicolas Cage and A24's new film. It is directed by Kristoffer Borgli. I'm honestly not familiar with much of his work. This would be the first film of his I have seen. To kick it off the bat, yeah, this is a weird one. Very A24 fashion. To give props where props is due, Nicolas Cage the last couple of years has found his rhythm quite a bit with movies like Mandy and Massive Talent. And then this one we got Dream Scenario, where I feel like he brings his best acting chops to the forefront. It's the first team up between Nicolas Cage and A24. It did seem kind of like a match made in heaven. If you've seen the trailer, you know that the movie kind of centers around a man who just suddenly starts appearing in people's dreams. So he basically becomes famous overnight, and he is a very introverted professor who is very uncool in the eyes of his kids, in the eyes of the world. He's kind of just invisible to everyone. So once he hits this fame, he really starts to enjoy it, and he starts to like the attention he gets. But that, of course, brings the darkness of fame. Marketing companies start coming after him, which is a very interesting aspect of the story. There's some cool castings I didn't know were in the movie, and they were perfect for their roles. The movie has a runtime of an hour and 40 minutes. There was times where I felt like this was a 2.5 hour movie. I started checking my watch during the film. I felt like sometimes we're going a little slow, and the story seemed to go all over the place. I had definitely had a theme and a metaphor that I wanted to tell. However, I feel like it started grasping onto too many different ideas and going into too many different directions, especially towards the third act of this movie. And that is kind of what turned me from making it a good movie to a great movie, in my opinion. And I saw it actually yesterday. I didn't see it today. And as I slept on it, I started thinking to myself, that part of the movie makes sense with what they're trying to tell and how it relates to us in real life. There's a particular part in this movie that makes it switch from a comedy to a straight horror at times. And that scene is so incredibly awkward the whole time. Yes, it's funny. So it's not like the movie shouldn't have had this scene in it, but oh my goodness, the whole time this scene was going on, I was just wanting it to end. Well, once again, as I slept on that scene, I was like, it had to be in there because that definitely happens in real life. And we needed that scene because we'll see someone on social media and think a certain way about them and believe that if we meet them in real life, they're going to be exactly how we picture them. But in reality, they're probably completely different because we've never truly met them in person. And that scene was quite interesting. Once again, really awkward. So yeah, in total, I think Dream Scenario was a really good movie. It doesn't have a good rewatchability factor to it. It's not something I think I'm going to go back to. Some parts seemed a little slow. Some parts seemed a little like they were going all over the place. And the ending didn't do it for me. It was a very A24 kind of bland ending. They're pretty hit or miss. It seems like it just ends. And as the movie goes on, you start thinking to yourself, I'm not sure how they're going to end this. So, I mean, hopefully I don't see Nicolas Cage in my dream anytime soon, specifically the Nicolas Cage from the second and third act of this film. So yeah, so Dream Scenario, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3 out of 5. It is good. It is not great. I do think that people should go check it out. Some people will really love this movie. Some people won't like this movie at all. Could be pretty divisive of a film. Please subscribe to the Movie Dive. Let me know down below what you thought of Dream Scenario, and we will see you next time.